Did you guys know I was an art major for one semester?
Yeah, I think you.
One
Yes.
semester.
I forgot that, but yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I went to the Uffizi a couple years ago. That's in Florence, by the way, Michael. Have you been?
I have not been.
You gotta go, okay?
Yeah.
Maybe in Florence you could see the statue of David, too.
I would love to see it.
Do you think you're kind of like Michelangelo?
I don't know about that.
A modern-day Michelangelo? Tell us a little bit about what you do as an artist.
Yeah. What I get to do is really fun because I love working with people, and so I'll find out what someone's concept is because I think everybody's got a creative thought, but not everybody can do it.
I'll have to push back. I think some people hardly have thoughts at all. You know what I mean?
Maybe I've met,
Yeah.
I've met something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll get their creative thought and I want to find out their A+. And so what I do is custom. Everything is custom, but I make it my own baby.
Yeah.
You know, so as I'm working with someone, I'll hear their vision, and then I'll use like any sort of means possible. So I'll use Photoshop or I'll sketch it.
Yeah.
But I want to be able to find out like, oh, you mean like this? Like if somebody wants, say, like their movie theater to look like Mars.
Yeah, and
you know,
this is a mural you literally just
Yeah,
finished. We were
yeah.
supposed to be out with you a couple weeks ago to see this happening. We had to move, a little staffing issue.
Yeah.
Where are we at right now
Yeah.
that literally all of Colorado Springs is on this wall? Why was this the inspiration for this mural?
Yeah, well, when I found out that, so originally I'd done some work for a communications director for DPR Construction.
Yeah.
And while I was finishing that up, she mentioned, hey, we are acquiring a business in Colorado Springs, a construction business. And I said, oh, really, who? And she said, G.E. Johnson. And I said, the G.E. Johnson,
Yeah.
the one who made
All of these things.
all of these cool buildings
Like
in
this
Colorado
is cool
Springs?
because like you were working directly with a place that has been so instrumental for some places that are so like so
Iconic.
Colorado, iconic to
Iconic,
Colorado
yeah.
Springs. Like we have
Yeah.
the Broadmoor here,
Yeah,
Switchbacks.
Stadium, the Olympic and Paralympic Museum,
The Summit
the
at Pikes
Summit
Peak.
House, yes, Summit House.
What was it like for you to do something that was really so iconic to Colorado
Well,
Springs?
it brought about a realization as I was working on it that what a builder is they're an artist as well. I mean, they're taking the vision, the concept from an architect, a designer, and then there's multi-layers. I mean, for me, I use layers of paint, which, you know, it isn't as complex as getting a lot
No,
of
it is
employee-
complex. Have you ever tried to get oil paint to dry?
Yeah, that's
It's a
true.
mess.
Takes forever.
Yeah, it takes forever. Okay, this will be my last question. Do you think people who yap for a living are kind of like artists? Like a wordsmith, if you will?
Maybe, yes.
Maybe.
I think so, yes.
Craig and Abby, there you have it from an artist who makes his money doing art. We're artists too.
Well, there you go. Hey, Julie, where is this mural? Where is he doing this?
Where is this mural?
So
Well, this is Pikes Peak. This is the Summit. It's really everywhere.
No, but like,
No,
where are you?
Where,
Right now,
where
we're
are
in
you,
the right now.
Julie?
The First Bank Building.
Where's he
downtown.
painting
First
Bank
Bank
Tower,
Building.
which is a really
Okay.
cool building as
The
well.
First Bank building in
Okay.
downtown. Yes. But it's not a bank anymore, is it? Is
Well,
it still
the bank is in
Oh,
here.
it's in here.
But
okay.
there's all kinds of different options.
Okay, because
yeah.
you know sometimes people will buy an old bank building and they'll turn it into
That's cool,
a
too, I
wedding
know.
venue. I follow a lady on TikTok who does that, but it's a bank
Squirrel.
among other things.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
yeah.
Okay. Hey, coming
Oh,
up,
yes.
we're going to talk about like how you get
Okay.
the perspective
Julie,
on this.
sit
Like,
down.
how do you make something like this? Yeah.
All right, Julie, thank you.
Artist who specializes in murals and other large-scale products.
So right now, Julie live and local with Michael, the artist behind Artistic Gold Creative Concepts. Julie, good morning.
Good morning, Craig and Abby. I need you to put on your thinking caps
Okay.
because I need you to text me ideas for a mural that you'd like to see. We're going to sketch it up and we're going to reveal it in the next hour. So put on your thinking caps. What kind of mural would you like to see?
So ideas.
Michael here's going to draw it up.
Okay.
Some
okay.
ideas. Yeah. Text
Okay.
them to me. I don't know what this was. That's not how you draw. That's very much a typing motion. Yeah, Michael is here with us. We are talking about perspective. We're going to give you a time lapse of this wall, and then of course we're going to come back to that sketch idea. How do you do perspective on something like this? Because this is a mural you just finished. Where are we
Yeah.
at right now, and what's the concept behind this?
Yeah. So the concept is with DPR, they're a construction company, and so when I was chatting with the staff, and that's what we were going to do with over here. Basically, I get their ideas. What's the A+? What would you like to see? They do a lot of earthwork, so we wanted to see an excavator in there. So I sketched in the initial SketchUp. Basically, I just do like a really rough sketch, and then over time, I develop it into a Photoshop mock-up.
And what's cool about DPR is they're responsible for so many iconic spots here throughout Colorado Springs. So how did you do something like this? Walk me through how you do
Sure.
perspective, because we got a string here. We're going to show
Yeah.
this off. Hop in there. Let's make it
So
happen.
basically, I start with a horizon line. A horizon line is where your eye level is at. And so obviously, though, not everyone's the same eye level. But when you look out into nature and you see your horizon for your eye level. And so with this, I wanted to manufacture an eye level at 5 feet because it's kind of average for not everybody's
For
6
some
foot.
people, not for us tall people. I'm kidding.
So then once I have that horizon level or eye level, right, then I put in here, this is my vanishing point. So everything works off of a vanishing point. When we see 90-degree angles, we see it much more prominent. But in nature, everything goes to a vanishing point.
Yeah, like this truck right here, it looks like I'm looking down the side of it. It's not flat, if you will.
Yeah, and so this vanishing point here would probably go further out into the distance, but on the same horizon. Everything is on the same horizon, but there's multiple vanishing.
When did you finish this sketch? How long did it take you? Let's go ahead and play that time-lapse video so you guys can see how rapid it is going. So how long did that take you to do?
So the sketch itself, I used a couple different tools to get the actual like truck on the wall here.
Yeah.
A lot of times you can grid it, freehand it, or doodle grid it, but I actually used for this one goggles, VR goggles, and so basically it saves a tremendous amount of time.
VR goggles.
Yeah, and so it was really cool. In fact, I think they saw me walking around with these things and like, oh my goodness, what is this guy doing?
Happening right now?
Because no one else can see what I'm seeing through it.
Did you put out a grid on this one as we continue to watch that time-lapse video?
This one, no. Basically what I did is I put the horizon line, my vanishing point, and then say to draw this area out over here, went ahead and started mapping out how I wanted to see the letters.
Yeah.
And so basically what you're seeing here is everything's kind of coming off of that vanishing point, and I'm able to make sure that everything is consistent.
So from start to finish, how long did it take you to do this mural?
This mural is about, I'd say 3 to 4 weeks if it was continuously over that period of time. But I had to kind of break a little bit and take care of some other projects and whatnot. But yeah, I'd say about 3 weeks.
Okay,
3 weeks,
a
4
little
weeks.
bit of time. A little bit of time.
The
Craig
details what
and
takes
Abby,
the most time.
do you have an idea for a sketch, or are you guys still working on it? Because we got to get
one.
3 or 4
We
weeks.
have
to
an
do
We
it.
have one.
We have an
What is
idea.
it?
We want the
We won't be
news
painting on the wall
team.
today, but just ideas, yeah.
We want the news team.
The news team. They
on
want
the
news team
Titanic.
Okay.
Yeah,
on the Titanic.
And it's going down.
because our careers
And
are
it's a
sinking.
sinking ship. Wow. You're giving the viewers such an insight right now. Okay, so here's what we need. We need the news team on the sinking Titanic.
Okay.
Can we come up with a sketch like
Yes.
that to show?
It'll be a rough sketch, but yes, we will get that.
It'll
and
be
We
a
got
rough
the
sketch.
iceberg a long time
Who
ago.
wants to be Jack? Who wants to be Rose? Who wants to be Cal? Who
You
wants to be
pick
the mom?
those.
Like, what do you guys
you
have?
pick all of
You
that.
decide.
I get to pick them.
Yes.
Yes.
You tell them there's a
There's
high
so much
likelihood this is
pressure.
getting framed.
We're
Thanks,
gonna
Julie.
frame
We
this and put it
appreciate
on the
it.
wall. Okay.
I love it.
Custom works of art.
Okay, so right now, Julie live and local with Michael, the artist behind Artistic Gold Creative Concepts, working his magic. Julie, we can't wait to see what you're doing now.
Oh, you guys made a very specific request. Because we told you, we're with Artistic Gold Creative Concepts. Michael's the owner behind it. He made this mural that's right behind us here. And I said, can you come up with a mural sketch for us? And he's like, yeah, what's your idea? And I asked you, Craig, Abby, and Matt, and you requested the 4 of us on the Titanic sinking. That was our mural concept. So Michael has been over here sketching. You start with a blank piece of paper. Then you come up with something like this. You start with your rough sketch. And then the rough sketch, it really starts to take hold. It starts to look a little bit something like this. And then it starts to look like this. Michael, what do we have here?
Well, got you guys on the Titanic.
We're on the Titanic. Get in here. Look at this. This is an incredible view here.
This is the rough sketch we got going on. And yeah, the Titanic is sinking in the background. We got the
Titanic is
iceberg
sinking in
back
the
there.
background, okay?
And we have a rubber duck floaty, so this will eventually be the mural. And we're just laying it out on the piece of paper right now. And yeah, just kind of adding the details.
Abby looks very happy to be on the rubber duck. I look a little tired. And then I love how Craig is holding Matt, and Craig is strumming Matt's guitar. We put the guitar in there, Matt. We know that you love to do that. But really, you've had the opportunity this morning, Fox 21 morning viewers, to see the full process of how a mural is made, because Michael's going to get with you. He's going to come up with a creative design. They're going to sketch it out, conceptualize.
It's beautiful.
That's an
This is
all-time
rough.
great right there. That's incredible.
You're getting a point here, Michael. I tell you, Applause there. And then he's going to go in. He's going to refine this. It's going to look a little bit better. And then maybe a grid will go up. And then you get something giant like this. Put that on your wall. I was telling him I think this will be framed for the Fox 21 studios.
yes.
Maybe we could commission him to actually make this. What do you
It
think?
really captures all of our personalities.
That is so funny.
Yeah, the bigger the better, he says.
Give him a big
You like it?
5. from us.
Yes.
Oh, it's incredible.
The details of the guitar. Zoom in here. Let's see the guitar. How do you guys feel about Matt and Craig's face?
Love it.
Spot on, right?
Love it.
Because Craig, at one point, he erased your head when he realized how tall you were, and he made you taller.
That's great.
Great.
That's good.
You didn't realize how tall you were. There we are. Abby, you're looking happy.
That's
I'm
great.
looking hungry.
So
Yeah.
funny.
Thanks, Joe.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just glad there's room for both of us on the floaty, Julie. I'm just,
Yeah, there is. You know, it's a duck floaty too, which I don't remember a duck floaty being on the Titanic, but I'm sure one was there.
I'm sure there
It's
was.
much better than the door. Because girl, I'll complain about being cold. I can't be Jack in the water, and I don't want you to be Jack in the water. So we're on the floaty to survival. But the ship
That is
is
incredible.
sinking.
Well done.
I
Tell
love
him
it.
well done.
That's great. Thank you.
He says you give him an idea and he takes
He took it
it
and ran with it.
and he makes it better.
That was way better than we thought
Yes.
it could have been. Good on him. Hey,
Like an artist who specializes in murals and other large-scale products.
Let's get out to Julie right now, who's live and local with the final sketch, drawing, mural, mini mural of us on the show with certain criteria. Julie, good morning.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, we're with Michael. He's with Artistic Gold Creative Concepts. And what he does is essentially goes to businesses and he makes murals like he's done right behind us. Earlier, I asked our morning news team, what kind of sketch concept for a mural would you like to see? Michael does that. He goes to a business, he says, what's your concept? What do you want to see on the wall? And he sketches, okay? And eventually it gets more advanced and then the paint comes out. You guys requested the morning team sinking on the Titanic. And so we started with this. Okay, it gets a little bit more advanced. You see the booty of the Titanic. Once more, a little bit more advanced. Michael, show them what you got.
Got you guys. You guys survived. You made it. You're on the floaty.
Yes.
All right. Got a little guitar playing going on there with soft music, you know. Maybe it picks up though since you're alive. We got the Titanic in the background sinking.
The iceberg, you just
The
drew that in
iceberg,
the last
yeah.
hour or so.
And the next step would be to take colored pencils and get some color on there to kind of see if we like how the colors all lay out. And then eventually from there, I'll take it into Photoshop and make a Photoshop rendering. And then from there, we'll put it on the wall.
I like how Abby and I just have our arms in the water, as if this is not the Atlantic and Jack didn't freeze to death. But the detail here is
Yes.
Craig behind Matt strumming on a guitar. You're top of the world there. So, and the raft is a floating duck. Can I have a double box real quick? Because I have a question. Can we get this painted on the wall somewhere, you think?
Yeah, we should.
We
commission
should.
that?
We
We
should hire
love
him
that.
to do that.
Yeah.
It's
This
awesome.
should be in the break or the,
Yeah.
the conference room
Yes.
for everyone to see
Yeah.
when they come in.
Now, because we had a poster in the hallway where it said Fox 21 Mornings, and it was
they
a
took
photo
it
of the whole
down.
team. They
Took
took
it
that
down.
poster down. If we get a mural commission,
Yeah.
They
We'll
can't.
put
you want me
Can't
taking
take
the
it
poster
down.
down?
You guys are moralized.
Yeah, we got it there.
Paint the
If
walls.
people want to get in touch with you, if there is a business that says, "Man, I would really like to spice up the space
Yeah.
with some of your art because you've been doing this for a while," what do? They just reach out to you? Do they send you a picture? Do they send you their Pinterest board?
Yeah,
What?
a lot of times people can just text me or get on Instagram. My Instagram is Artistic Gold CC, or my website, which is artisticgoldcc.com. Basically they can reach out that way. My phone number's on there as well, and you know, a lot of times it starts off with people just tell me what their A+ is, like what they would like to see for their business. Like, say if you have a restaurant and you wanted to cater to maybe, you know, it's an Asian restaurant and you want to cater to that
Style.
theme, that style.
And that's what you've done here. This is a construction business.
Yes.
These are the things that they have built back here. They've built a lot of things. The Polaris,
Yeah.
the Paralympic Museum, over there for the switchbacks.
The Summit House.
Last thing I need you to do is
Yes.
to sign this artwork.
All right.
Get in there.
All right.
Zoom in on it. Craig, Matt, Abby.
I
That
hope
is-
he knows how cool we think that is, though.
That's
Like,
amazing.
It's
We do
awesome.
He
think
just
it's cool.
did that this
Yeah.
morning. He's putting it together. We think it's awesome.
It needs to be
Yeah, bigger
framed.
the better.
Yeah.
We'll get it on your wall.
We're gonna frame it. I'm going to the Hobby Lobby after this. The Joann's, the Ruth
There we
Stitchery.
go.
I'm-
Absolutely. That's so
Right.
cool.